Okay. I better not start dropping any frames. Yo, guys, we're gonna do some more Flash games tonight. So, let's just switch over to here and jump right into it. Yeah. So, I'm gonna continue, because Flash is gonna end in a couple of days now, and I only have an hour until I gotta go to bed. So I figured, let's just cram in as many Flash games as we can. Now, Nitro will probably, they've been making, like, porting over all their games to HTML, but I figure we might want to still get as many of these as we can, because all the HTML ones have built-in ads and shit, and I hate that, so might as well, try to get into these games as quick as we can. So this is a game I always liked that was on Nitro, called, Denied. It wasn't called Denied, but, those people don't deserve ads. This one was called Sky Serpents. I mean, that much should be obvious. It's a very fun game. I think I played it a bit. Yeah, see, I was on level 4. Hold on. Yeah, let's go to level 1. We'll skip the story, but basically this kid wants to become a dragon slayer like his father, whatever. Something like that. But basically what you do is you jump around and shit, and then you can press down to put your knife into the dragon, and you just gotta press space to stab the weak spots. And then once you stab all the weak spots, the dragon is dead. Now, each dragon kind of has its own gimmick or thing going on for it, and also different flight patterns. So what you need to watch out for is to make sure that you don't fall off, so you can do that by just grabbing onto the dragon wherever. Now, when it goes like that, you see how it curved under? Those parts are usually pretty difficult. I'm just waiting for the next open weak spot to open up, because this dragon's a little more difficult, because you have to get the weak spots in a specific order. Then there's a dragon that goes like really fast, or something every time. It's like this one. See how it just jolted ahead for a second there? It kind of does that, but I think like way more. Ah, crap. All right. Come on. Yeah, baby. Get this bitch. Don't worry. In this one, it's nice because you don't like immediately lose the level if you fall down. You just lose some health, which is nice. I like that. It makes it just a bit less of a pain than some other games. So that was the last one. We can skip the level. It's level 03. Now this one has fire that comes out of those little holes or something like that. Sometimes it's fire, sometimes it's like bubbles that make you get stuck in a bubble. Alright, come on. See, this one has smoke bubbles. I actually forgot about that move. The thing that makes it like... Alright. And then, phew. Yeah, just stab him. Ooh, this one's really tough. Just kind of stab him in the neck, sort of. You also get to see the dragons crumble, which is pretty cool. We'll do level 4, because I guess I didn't complete that one. But if it takes too long, I'll just skip it. See, this one goes pretty fast. Alright, and then I can just... Ooh. And then it's sticky. Makes you stuck. Whoa, hey, bro. It's going pretty fast. If you go that fast, I won't be able to kill you. It's a dragon, it can't hear me. It's also the video game dragon. So, whatever. I mean, whenever somebody talks to something that can't actually hear them, they know that, usually. It's not like, when you talk to your pets, if you're the kind of person who talks to their pets, you know that they don't actually hear you. Because they're animals, their brains aren't meant to process that kind of shit. And they never learned it either. It's not like we're not aware of that fact, you know? Last one, come on, come on, come on. Yes, epic. Do I want to do this one? Alright. Oh, ouch. Okay, so this one does stab you. Okay, this looks pretty simple. All I have to do is just kind of... Oh, yeah. Ooh, yikes. So there's a bit of platforming, but that shouldn't be too big a deal. Come on, yeah. Come on. We'll do level 5, because this, yeah. There we go. Let's watch this one crumble. I've never completed this game before, but I'd assume the final one is really long and will have a really long death animation to go along with it, which seems pretty cool. I hope it would, because that would be pretty epic. Alright, let's play one more Nitrom game. What's a game I like? You know what I like? I like change type. This one's a fun game. It's a fun game, alright. Yeah, there we go. Don't want to see you. I don't want trendy clothes for older women. What happens if I do that? Yeah. Alright. So I've already completed some levels, but yeah, I can just run you through it. So, in this one, you can select blocks by pressing space and just looking at them, and it will it'll swap their properties, which is pretty cool. So for example, I can select these bird enemies and the block and then the bird enemy. And you see, now if I were to go into those blocks, I would get hurt because it would be like touching the side of the bird. But these birds don't hurt me because they're now like those normal blocks. But they still move because that's not really attributed to the properties of the block itself. That's just a movement pattern. Also, those brick blocks can become breakable. You can also swap coins too. In this level, you're meant to do this. Ah, damn it! I like to maximize the amount of score I get on a level by swapping as many items as I can with coins, because then that way, you know, I can like churn these spikes into coins and then maybe some of those extra blocks into coins so that I can get more score. But score doesn't really matter because nobody's gonna really check me for that. Ah, frick, I didn't do it. Oh, I almost died that time. Pretty cool. Yeah, this game is much easier if you don't go for score, but then it becomes way harder if you do go for score. because then you have to think strategically about how you use everything. Oh. You sometimes do normally, though. Even if you're not playing for score. Anyways. Yeah. Let's find another game to play. Let's just play a little more Mutiny. This one, I just love Mutiny so much. And I almost defeated the crabs. I don't know how I keep on losing against them. I should make some Nitrum fan art. I think they'd appreciate that. I think that I can only send it through their Twitter, really. And I don't use Twitter. I mean, I have a Twitter account, but I don't really use it unless it's specifically for Twitter things. So I could probably just, like, send it to them over Twitter. Because I know they retweet stuff like that. If fans send them stuff, like I went through their Twitter once and I saw that, like, some father was like, yeah, my kid, like, he tweeted at Nitrum that his kids weren't actually able to play Mutiny, by the way. Mutiny's just that fun. Even kids enjoy it. No, that's not what I want. So they created a fake cardboard computer with me and like drew like Mutiny being played on it. Sounds like something I would do as a kid. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Ah, come on. Alright, if I throw him a little farther, I can get a better angle. That's a little too far. Is this cheating? No. Listen, if I want to get a good first move, I'm gonna get a good first move, okay? I'm also not checking Twitch chat because this is a late night stream and I'm really only doing this for the VOD. And also so I can potentially have some footage for a video I may or may not do. Sort of like a funeral, a digital funeral for the end of Flash. And fuck. Ooh, that's bad. You know, I don't... No, we're not doing that. That was bad enough that I definitely have to restart for that, because... Okay, so... What I am going to do is... Actually, no. I can throw Patchy the Pirate over here up top. And also... Oh! Look at that! Send him all the way off. Freaking flying, dude. So these guys generally won't play a certain move if they know it's going to hurt some of their enemies. That's part of their CPU. So that's why none of the crabs used the flood before. They had all of them above the flood line. So I think that's something you can remember about their AI. But sometimes they still can accidentally hurt themselves or their teammates because they will just use a move that, like, their AI just wouldn't be able to predict that it's going to hurt their enemy, like throwing an explosive that just happens to be close to one of their teammates. But even then, I think they usually don't do that. But sometimes you can get them to do that. It's a bit of an enigma. Whoa, wow, look at that. I got him stuck in a box. Crab in a box. What will he do? Oh. Okay. I guess that answers my question. I am going to block off this crab with gunpowder barrels. Make it hard for him to be able to move anywhere. Oh. Okay, bitch. All that really does is just make it easier for me to throw this mine up there. Oh, and my master plan is complete. That guy wouldn't have died of health loss, though, so that's why it was necessary to blow him off. Alright. If we can trap this guy, we can kind of control the game more. Yeah. They're not using an anchor because you can see the tip of the anchor when they do that. They're using crates. Alright. First, I'm going to block you off completely, and then next I will get this as close as possible. Do that so that anchors won't be able to hurt me. Yeah, you're not really helping yourself there, Mr. Crab. Mr. Krabs. Alright. Ah, crap. No, 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 no. Oh, god damn it. Oh, freak. That was a certified dumbass move. What did they do? Wait, what did they do? I just heard some stuff get knocked down, but I don't know what did they do? I can't tell what the crab just did. What the fuck did the crab just do? What? Can somebody anybody who's watching this VOD, can you type in the comments what just happened there? Ah, crap, it's glitched. Whatever, I was in a bad spot that round. Even though I had all the crabs kind of zoned off, in a sense. Still in a bit of a bad spot because... Alright, that'll make it harder for him to hit that pirate specifically. Okay, that's a bit bad, but at least they didn't throw him completely off, so we still do have a more disposable enemy. Now... what I'm going to be able to do is now I can keep this guy from being able to move. So even if they do try to move closer to everybody else, they still don't have the... Okay, now that's a bit bad. So what I'm going to do is, since this character isn't that helpful since they don't have full health. Okay. That was a bit unfortunate. Alright, at least they didn't throw that guy completely off. Alright, now we can just do that to keep that guy from using boulders again. Alright, and that's about as much as I expected. Okay. So if we do this, then later on we'll have the option... That guy can't do anything now. He can't really cause us any more harm. That guy certainly can, though. And he almost threw me off. That was dangerous. It was dangerous for certain. Now what I'm going to do is, since this character, I'm going to move him over here so that I can have a better angle to throw this mine up. So that will certainly launch him for sure. When I pull my next play and... Yep. Okay, it was a little overkill, but whatever. And they're going to use the anchor. That might actually kill him. We'll just have to wait. For some reason, there's this glitch where, like, it takes the CPUs a weirdly long amount of time to actually drop the anchor. For some reason. I don't know why. And that did kill him. his health bar disappeared. Okay, this is a bit of a sticky situation, as the cool kids call it. But I guess I might as well start putting down some gunpowder barrels. Now, here's the thing. When you have multiple explosions, I do believe the damage stacks, but I'm not sure if the damage stacks if it comes from, like, gunpowder barrels, you know? Because if you have a bunch of gunpowder barrels surrounding an enemy, I don't think you're going to get more damage just because there's a bunch of gunpowder barrels that explode next to them. Alright. So since I'm up here now, I'm going to be able to damage that guy a little bit. Since, you know, I might as well. I'm not really going to have a use for that. Ooh, and that's the end of the game. They defeated me. Alright, well, something that I wanted to play was Garfield's Scary Scavenger Hunt. See, this is a classic game. 2002. You see, the version I played never had this, like, sponsorship there. But it does make sense, though, because they did actually use real pictures of donuts in this game. Because the point of this game is that you have to collect donuts inside of a haunted house, as you'll soon find out. But, yeah, hold on. Let me read this first. Scary Scavenger Hunt. You will have to find the 7 packages of goodies hidden in the haunted house. Search the rooms for things that will help you find the goodies. Click on the items to pick them up. Don't get too scared! Use the arrow keys on your keyboard, or the arrows on the screen to move from room to room. Click to play. Haunted house? I don't know how to do Garfield voice. Donuts! Now, this game did scare me a little bit as a kid. I wasn't like, I was either old enough or it just wasn't scary enough that I was still able to, like, play it, without, like, totally pussying out, but still, it was scary. I did get a bit scared because I wasn't really sure, like, oh man, this thing might scare me next. So basically, yeah, you kind of move around with in all the cardinal directions. The arrow keys are a bit weird to use because you kind of have to. You have to sometimes, just due to the way that it senses the arrow keys. It's better you have to, like. You don't necessarily have to, but it's weird if you don't, like, release the key before you press down a different one when moving. So I'm just gonna probably use these arrows because they have the same effect. So you can, basically we're in front of the haunted house, and actually the arrow keys are much more convenient. And you click on John, he gives you some tips that are a bit cryptic, but, you know, tips nonetheless, in order to get into the house. There's also speedruns for this, by the way. I was checking it out the other day because I thought it might be obscure enough to not have any speedruns for it. But apparently not. I guess, I don't know, maybe I'm just not as hipster as I thought I was. So you take the front door key from that chest, and you take the shovel from there. Now, you'll notice I have a scarometer down here. So the thing is, I can usually click on stuff around here, and it might give me something helpful, or it might just scare me, and it'll add on the scarometer. And if the scarometer gets full, then Garfield gets too scared and runs away. Now, most of the things that don't have any effect on the game will affect your scarometer. There's not really anything that actually has, like, 0 effect, but this is one of those things, and I always liked this because it wasn't really scary. It was just some cute little bonefish. I was like, that's nice. At least something here isn't gonna, like, kill me. So now that we have the bone key, we can... Oh yeah, that's just a little visual glitch there. We can go into the house. So there are kind of like 4 different pathways you can go down. You have the stairs and hall to the kitchen or dining room here. This goes into like a bedroom kind of area or like study. The stairs goes up to like bedrooms and stuff, and then over here is like a living room or whatever. So you can click there. That happens. There's nothing in here that we need to use right now, so let's just go over to the side. I like to. It's best to go from left to right when you're first playing the game. When you start out, and then you can go to whatever place you need to go next after that. So pick up this cheese. Whew. And that thing does actually add to your scarometer. Not much stuff like that happens, though. Usually if you get an item from something, it won't add to your scarometer. It's another spring. Huh. Can I click the door? Yeah, all the way from here. That's funny. Then you click this, you get the green key to the room that we saw earlier. Then we go back down. And then I like to go... I think it's better to go up the stairs first, because there's more important keys up there. So we'll go up there. Also, a little glitch here as well. I think this is something only in the second game, but if you go side to side on the stairs, then it glitches out weirdly. So first thing we need to do is go to the left here. The only thing that you need is under the pillow. If you click in here, Frankenstein will jump out and scare you. And you know what, just for the sake of it. Yeah, most jump scares are of that caliber, but, well, actually, they're usually a bit scarier than that. So in here, all you need is to get these donuts. But if you click on anything else... Yeah, it plays that awful scream sound effect. Let's just... Yeah. I hate that scream sound effect. That does actually scare me a bit nowadays still. So... If you click on this, you can go in here. And you can give cheese to the mouse in here, which we got that cheese from... that almost got crushed by the safe. And you can get these donuts. If you click on the mouse without... when you don't have the cheese, then you get a jump scare. More springs. That switch releases a ladder to the attic, which we will need later. Oh, also, by the way, there's nothing you need in here. This only has a jump scare, which, like a sea monster in here, and then Lyman appears in here again as well. Lyman's one of those characters that just wasn't used in Garfield ever again after, like, a certain strip. Like, not like anything bad happened to the strip, they just didn't use them. But yeah, now we can go up here after we press that switch. And Binky will tell you that bats can't spell. Can you help them? You can click on the bats, and you need to... Come on. Are you really telling me I need to click on one of them at a time? Whatever. I guess this makes speedrunning a little easier, because I don't have to do whatever. And then you get these special donuts. Then you can go over here, and if you click on Binky again, he'll do this. Yeah. But yeah, you might have seen that the scarometer does get put down, does get, like, reduced if you get something nice or good. So that's nice, you know. That's why I'm not too concerned about the scarometer, because I know where all the stuff is. Oh yeah, over here is... Yeah, this isn't incredibly obvious, I think, but, Furry Tales. Yeah, this was 2002, so they were, like, a thing, but not really. Like, just something you heard about in the news once. Alright, so basically you need to organize these by alphabetical or number order, honestly. No, actually not by number order, by alphabetical. Most of this is just red herring. It gives you different colors and numbers, so you think, like, oh man, I need to organize them by this specific order, and this specific order. Wait, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, P, and then S. Then you can go down here. But wait, do I actually get scared from that? No, okay, so you can't see down there. You do need a flashlight. I can't remember where that is exactly, but we'll probably encounter it. Oh, that has an eyeball, right. It's this one you need to click on. That one has the red key that we need for the room on the very left side of the house. Then, you don't want to click here, because there's just a jump scare in there. These mice will tell you to open up these two, but, you know. Those are both jump scares. You need to click the middle one. Oh, yeah, right. That's the flashlight. So this refrigerator is locked, despite the fact that you could, well, I mean, Garfield's kind of short, but you could probably still, like, lift this lock up over the refrigerator. But you need to talk to Lyman and give him a muffin, which you can see that we'll get later, to open the lock, which doesn't really make any sense, because, like, why does talking to somebody and giving them a muffin open a lock? I don't know, they were probably making an excuse. Also, I never noticed there's, like, a bat, like, the same kind of bat shape on these keys is also on this chair. Funny. And also on this wall or whatever. So we can go to the very right room. That'll have some stuff in for us. But let's go to this room first. So we can go in here. And actually, funny thing. If you go out to the front of the house and then go off to the left. We didn't go all the way to the left, but there is a... But if you go past John, and then you'll see, like, this gate, and then you can go in there and go up a couple of times through some bushes. You'll get into the graveyard, and then if you go to the right, you'll find this exact gravestone, and also this gravestone as well, which will become important, because we're going to dig it up with a shovel. So, but yeah, those numbers are important, because... 61978. And you get chocolate muffins, which, by the way, double chocolate chip muffins, like the ones that are chocolate with chocolate chips in them, those are my favorite kind of, like, muffins in general. Even among donuts, I actually prefer those kind of muffins. I would prefer double chocolate muffins over chocolate donuts, unless they're double chocolate donuts, you know, the kind that are chocolate with iced with chocolate, you know, then I would probably pick those. But still, both are really good. Love them. They're delicious. I love chocolate. Oh yeah, this is Simon Says. This one goes on for just a little too long, but you can skip through it if you go really fast. You can just do this. You don't have to... You can just kind of, you know, press them as quick as you want. As long as you're careful about it. So you need to do 6 rounds of this, which is just too many. I always thought it was 4, but it is definitely much longer. Could just be that this version is different. After all, it did have the sponsorship at the beginning. Which, considering this says 2002, and the version I played was, like, at least 2009, would make sense. Okay, that was the right order. I was really paying attention. One, two... Yeah, we didn't play the piano at all, but then it gives you these mini powdered donuts, which I actually really like those. Those are pretty good. I might actually take those over the double chocolate muffins. I don't know. All pretty good stuff. Never had sour cream donuts before, though. I have no clue what the hell those are. Oh, right, we need to go down here to get... So, since now we got the flashlight from the wardrobe in the kitchen, we're going to be able to... Wait. Where do I get the muffin? I forget. I'll probably figure it out. Oh, there's Dracula. Garfield, like, jumped, but his animation was cut short, so it just looked like he was like... he just, like... Man, my throat hurts. Where the hell is the muffin? My god, look at this. 2012 to 2014. This website, I mean, it's definitely at least 10 years older than this, but jeez. I wonder who has the server running. At least, you know, at least with the fact that servers exist, you know that, like, if somebody's running a website, that means somebody still has the server running, so they must care about it at least. You know what? I can find the muffin myself. I'm not an idiot. Okay, so nothing there. Yeah, also there's that laugh, which I hate, you know? Did I go to the right? Okay. I think there is something that we didn't lift up. What did I click on? Oh, I must have clicked on the... I don't know what it is, how this works, but for some reason, I think the rooms are, like, actually layered on top of each other, so anything that I can click in this room that is, like, within range of the screen, like, anything in the room behind the blue door, like the wardrobe, for example, that I could click on, that is, like, within my screen, I can still click on it even if I'm not in that room. So, like, I don't know what they did with this, but, like, I don't know. They did some weird shit for this game. Just saying. Maybe I missed the muffin, like... I don't know. Also, by the way, this game is, like, way scarier without music. Reason is, you know, this specifically speaks to me because, God. Fun thing about this game is that in the sequel, there's this thing that is just way too scary for any game that's meant to be for kids. You might think, I'm probably exaggerating. No, this is like, it's like the kind of thing that will definitely trick kids specifically, but also it has way too scary of a jump scare. It's the scariest jump scare out of all of them. I don't know why. I don't even think the thing that it shows is that scary. It's just spooky. You'll have to wait. Now, I specifically remember... So... Oh, you know what? I know where to get the muffin. Yeah. So what you need to do is you're like, okay, you come down here, you see Lyman locked up for some reason. Hey, you know, come to think of it, I just realized something. I was watching one of those Garfield iceberg videos, you know, the iceberg videos where, like, they take an image that somebody made of, like, the so-and-so iceberg, and it shows how deep some of these mysteries go. I was talking about Garfield, this person was reviewing it, their channel's like Izzy Is, or whatever, Izzy Is, I don't remember her channel's exact name, but yeah, I like her stuff. But anyways, we're talking about how there's like this one thing where, like, it's suggested that John keeps Lyman in his basement. Like, there was like a joke in one Garfield related book, like one Garfield book that not like a comic a Garfield book that it's like a collection of comics, but like a Garfield book suggests that John keeps Lyman in his basement, and I mean, although John seems scared of this house, Lyman is locked up in the basement. But yeah, I did just remember that if you do talk to Lyman, he does say he's hungry, do you have some muffins? But you actually need to do that to be able to get the muffin, because then you go back up here, and then for some unknown reason, just because you talked to Lyman, they probably didn't know what to do for this part, and they just kind of did, you know, they were like, They were probably like, how do you get this muffin for Lyman? Oh, it's in the fridge. Well, then how do you think of going in the fridge? We need to, like, I don't know. They were just like, yeah, let's make it so that the fridge only unlocks until you talk to this person, and then for some reason it just happens to unlock. It just happens to rust at that exact moment. Yeah, because I was trying to remember what was in the fridge. No, sorry, back up here. Oh I was trying to remember what was in the fridge that was so important. And it was the muffin, but the thing is, you do need to talk to Lyman. You don't necessarily need to give him the muffin to, open the fridge. You just need to talk to him to open the fridge. But then once you do give him the muffin that you get from opening the fridge, so then after you talk to Lyman, the fridge opens, then the fridge has the muffin in it that he wants, then he'll talk to you and tell you where to look next, and then he'll say to look inside the fireplace, but you're like, oh, the fireplace was lit on fire. But then all of a sudden, just because you suddenly talk to, just like how the fridge magically unlocked because you talked to Lyman, and this is quite BS, the fireplace just magically, even though it was flaming just a second ago, magically just suddenly stopped burning because you talked to Lyman. You're like, oh, there's nothing out here. But aha! Look at that! You get the blueberry muffins. I don't really like blueberry stuff. Ugh. Sorry, I hear that noise and I think like something's just came into the house and is out to get me. So then we need to... What do we need to do? Alright, yeah, last one is outside. So remember how I said that thing about the thing or whatever? I think we should... I think I'll play the sequel to this game. By the way, this is only jump scares, that jump scares, that jump scares, that jump scares. It's just ghosts. This one also jump scares? No, it doesn't. But see? This is the same code, so it doesn't really matter. You don't really need to go out here, except for the digging, except for the grave robbing part. Sour cream hold on. So it looks like they had like some like deal that like Garfield, they would put Garfield on like their donut, their like donut and muffin products. Huh. That was a thing they did all the way nearly 20 years ago. Sour cream wait, hold on. Donuts. God, spelling it both ways just seems wrong. It's like one of those donuts. Okay. Yeah, those things are fine. I like those. Good work! Garfield has eaten and found all the donuts and muffins inside all the muffins hidden inside the haunted house. Click anywhere to play the game again. So that's it for that one. But then we can play the second one. I would prefer to play it. You know, there's one website I found that has Garfield Scary Scavenger Hunt 2 on it that it just feels so... You'll find... Hold on. Here we go. This is on Wacky Zacky's website. I just want to... Let me just show you this for a second. This isn't really related to Flash, but some person made this site dedicated to their kid. Wow, 1999 to 2013. Jesus. Election 2008. Fuck. Christ. Let's allow Flash. Wow. So the thing is, the original Garfield website is now no longer exists. The domain will redirect you to Garfield's page on Nick. He doesn't even have a page. It just redirects you to a page on Nickelodeon that will just redirect you to Nickelodeon's main website. See, this one also has the same intro. I guess, like, they just couldn't use the branding after a certain point, so to keep the game, they just removed the sponsorship at the beginning. Because I never remember seeing that. Now, how the fuck... Oh no, I'm back in the hut. Garfield is trapped in the haunted house once again, and you must help him find the way out. Collect 7 packages of donuts hidden in the house. Click on them to pick them up. Look everywhere, but watch out for the really scary things. If you get too scared, you lose. Use the arrow keys on your keyboard or the arrows on your screen to move from room to room. Click to begin. Now, can I point out that the room is lit up by the lightning, despite the fact that this is completely underground? Nothing in here that we need. You can click this bone, then you click here after you get those matches that I just picked up. Then you turn that candle thingy, so then this stone will fall out. You can find the skeleton key again, except this is the cell door key and not the house key. Then you can open up the cell door, and then you can go up here. But you saw how I picked up that bone from near the furnace? Also, this thing kicks you off if you go to the side. Use it to pacify the dog. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, alright. Alright, you just... don't go back down again. Also, this jump scares you. Yeah, I just think that one's funny. That one also jump scares you. You also saw how there was a mouse hole there. Oh, by the way, you have to collect... you have to... oh, I need a box. Fuck. We're gonna find a damn box in this house. These mouse holes you can actually travel into in this game. They just kind of take you around the house and stuff, you know? Pretty cool. It's best to find the box first because it's going to be really annoying to see all these donuts that you just can't pick up. That guy loses an eyeball. You know, this room is just the room that, like, that you need to get jump scared in order to obtain something you need. You know, first it was with the save, now it's with the TV. Ooh. Also, this is the thing I wanted to show you. Oh, so, by the way, I forget this guy's name. This guy's name is Roy. No, not Roy. Fuck. Wade? This is Wade. This is Wade. He's always scared of everything. He says, you must find the bobbleheads to get out. He's basically the same, functions the same purpose as John. Now, this is the thing I was talking about. Garfield marks. Anyways, no. Alright, guys. For those of you watching the VOD, hold on. Be warned. Now, this is why turning off the music always scares me. Because it would always automatically turn off the music. And you have to... this takes way too long. It asks you to look into the picture. And it just takes way too long. Because then it watch. Don't watch closely. Because in a few seconds... come on, I'm gonna look at it through my OBS so that I don't have to see it directly. It's gonna scare me either way. But at least this way it'll feel like less scary. See? What the hell was that? I always remember there being a face, but that was probably just me messing with myself as a kid. But yeah, shit, that scared me, dude. Also, by the way, Pac-Man globe, except spooky. You know, that scream is just too scary for a kid, okay? That's the kind of stuff my dad would do. He would make me, like, look real close at something and then, like, trick me into doing something. Also, you're gonna need a newspaper for this part. Damn, there's so much stuff we need that I just don't have. Yeah, that's Liz. Now, as far as I can remember... nothing in here? Yeah, this house is really looking worse for wear, huh? Oh yeah, there's the newspaper. Then we go over to the side here. We're basically done with this room. That bobby pin... what is that bobby pin needed for? I can't remember. Well, so, there's nothing under the... is there anything under the pillow? Yeah. So if you look here, look at that! donuts. But nope, you need to fix it, so... This part is probably going to be very difficult for a speed run because you really need to be kind of precise with these. But I'm not going to probably speedrun it. I might speedrun this on a later date. Also, it's getting pretty close to bedtime for me. Ooh, my parents wanted me to take a shower before I went up to bed, so... which is like 10:30, so... Yikes. Alright, let me just... Oh, man. You know what? I think I'll continue this episode another time. For those of you watching the VOD, this is going to be a shorter one, but yeah, I gotta go to bed, man. I'll see you all later. Oh, actually, you know what? I got a better idea. Let's play this one Garfield game I wanted to play. It's based off of a Garfield comic strip that it's just incredibly funny. Like, just... This is the best comic strip ever. Just, you don't even have to look at this, the third panel. Just look at this. Beat me! Funny shit I've ever seen in a while. Now let's go on to playgames.com. We'll give them a chance. I probably shouldn't have. Yeah, alright. No, I don't trust that. I don't trust that shit. Honestly, I trust this site more than them. What is this? Bit of an obscure game. Let's just check. I just want to see. When was the last time this was?
Time to play.
Beat me.
The No Dojo game show where you win absolutely nothing. Sponsored by the Movers and Shakers.
Yeah, this kind of dates this website. Yeah, this really dates this website. I just want to know.
Let's get ready to help our coffee craving contestant get his caffeine bean buzz and start playing Beat Me! Help Garfield find Supreme Bean. Click on the coffee selection on the right of your screen.
This one's pretty simple. It's not really a game, honestly. I just enjoyed watching this. Hey, that's the same metal sound effect that they used in Bloons Tower Defense 3 for the lead balloons. And the ice balloons. So that was Limp Latte. Let's do the Joe Blow. A little bit excessive. You know, Garfield's not as tired as he was. The alarm clock. Now he's feeling better. Old train whistle. He's feeling a bit way energetic. That one just fucking practically injects it and he just eats the bug. This is fucking crazy for coffee. And there's the Blaster Blend. Reminds me of the classic cartoon thing where they do that.
Hello. It's me again. The announcer guy didn't show up, and I don't know where he is. I do know he likes to get his nostrils cleaned and trimmed about this time of day. So, I'm probably just running a little late.
Actually, let me go there. Yeah, that was it. Yes.